Hello friends, here is Richa Kaushal again with one more video based on the algebra. So in this video I'm going to explain 6th grade algebra, and I'll try to cover most important concepts of the algebra. Generally, student used to fare from the algebra, but in this video I'm going to make it very simple for you all. So before any further delay, let's start this video. So first let's start by understanding the definition of algebra. So how we can explain algebra? It is a very important branch of mathematics. In algebra, we use letters like X, Y, Z, A, B, C and all to solve different problems. And plus, with the help of algebra, we can write long and complicated sentences to short algebraic expressions by using letters and some mathematic symbols. So let's start understanding the basic majestic pattern in this algebra. So here we have, you can see here, if we start with making this L, so this L can be made by 2 matchsticks. Okay, so if we add one more L, so we need 2 more matchsticks. Similarly, if we need 3L, so we need 1 more, and again for 4Ls we need 1 more. So in every matchstick we can see, in every L we can see we need to increase the number of L's. So here it is 1L, and how many matchsticks we have here? 1 and 2. So we have here 2L with how many matchsticks? 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we have 3L with number of matchsticks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly for 4L, we have used the number of matchsticks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. So we can write this here, number of L's for 1, number of matchsticks 2, for 2, number of matchsticks 4, for 3, number of matchsticks we need 6, and for 4L we used 8 matchsticks. So here we can write the expression which we framed here is 2n. That means here n is this number of L's, and this 2n is the number of matchstick we required for particular L. That is, n is the variable which we have used for making different matchsticks. Now let's understand with one more letter. So with the matchsticks, 3 matchsticks we can make U. So for 2 U's, the number of matchstick increase. So let's start writing and counting. So here for 1 U, we have used 3 matchstick. For 2 U, we have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 3 U, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And for 4 U's, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 matchsticks. So just write the same here. Number of U's, for 1 we have used 3 matchsticks. For 2 we have used 5. For 3 we have used 7. And for 4 we have used 9. So here the basic formula which we get here is 2n plus 1. How we got this? 2n plus 1. So you just apply it here. You replace the value of n as number of U's. So I'll just solve it for you. 2n plus 1. If we replace by n is equal to 1. So what you will get, you see, 2 into 1 plus 1 is 3. If you replace n is equal to 2 here, so you can find out it is 4 plus It is 5. So you can check for n is equal to 1, number of matches take 3. Here also n is equal to 1, number of matches takes 3. N is equal to 2, number of matches take 5. Here also n is equal to 2, number of matches take is 5. So like this, we can understand the basic matchstick pattern. Okay, so moving ahead, I'm going to explain you few related terms of algebra. That is, first is variable. The basic terms which we have to understand, which we have to learn in the chapter algebra. So under that pattern, we have first variable. So variable, you can easily see that variable is simply given you the hint of vary or change. Okay, so that means you can understand the variable in this way, that it is a letter or symbol used to represent some unknown quantity. Example A, B, C, X, Y, Z, any alphabet you can take for this. And just 2 more points you have to remember this for variable, that is, its value is not fixed. As we have discussed here, it's keep on changing. Vary, it is varying, it is changing. It can take any value. So let's understand it completely by this one example. If the cost of 1 pen is 5, 2 pen will be 10. The cost of 3 pens will be 15. Clear? So similarly, if you want to find out the value of n pens, means any number. N is always variable, which values keep on changing and can take any value. So similarly, if you check here, 5 into 1, it is for number of pens is 5. 5 into 2, 2 number of pens, 5 into 2, for 5 into 3, for 3 number of pens, the value cost is 15. Similarly, it goes on increasing, and we got the formula, we got the expression for this is as 5 and how? This 5 is same, the cost of 1 pen, and this is the n, which is variable. In place of n, you can keep any number. You can keep, you can find out the value, the cost of 100 pen. You can find out the cost of 20 pens. So n can take any value. Okay. So this was all about variable. Now we are moving to next important term is terms of an algebraic expression. So it is a symbol or group of symbols which are separated from other symbols by plus or minus sign only. It is very simple to understand this. For example, you have 3x. It is not a minus sign, it is only arrow. 3x minus 7y plus 5xyz minus 2. So here number of terms are, you can see 4, because I have explained you this is all are separated from minus, plus sign and minus sign. So you can see first term, second term, third term and fourth term. So like this week you can find out the number of terms in an algebraic expression. Similarly, moving ahead, I'm going to explain you the next term, which is coefficient. So how to find out the coefficient of variable? So coefficient is basically there in the term. If you want to find out, you just take an example directly here. In this term 7xyz, if I ask you to find out the coefficient of y, so what you will do? You just hide y only. You just leave y, and the rest of the things will be your answer. That is 7xz. So similarly, if you want to find out the coefficient of z, so your answer would be 7xy. Similarly, if you want to find out the coefficient of x in this term, so your answer would be 7yz. So it is as simple as, but if they are asking the numerical coefficient, so that is only 7, because numerical value in this term is only 7. Take one more example. In this term 4x square y, the coefficient of x square is 4y. As I said, if you have to find out the particular coefficient, you just hide that variable only. You hide that variable, the rest of your answer. That is 4y. Next topic is like terms. So for like terms, it is contains the same variable but differ in their numerical coefficients. So like terms can be combined. It is very important, children. You have to remember that like terms can be combined, means it can be subtracted and it can be added together. So first example is for your reference, 3x minus 5y plus 4x. So in this, what you can do, 3x and 4x, you can see the same variable x is same, but the numerical coefficient is differ in both. So what you will do, you can combine them to get your answer as 7x minus 5. So this was the like terms. The next we are going to understand topic is uses of variable in geometry. So let's understand how you are using these variables in geometry. So very basic examples I have taken. Suppose you have a square with side A. So how to find out the perimeter of a square? We know here also we are using the variable. As we have imagined, we can take in place of A, we can take x, y, z, anything. So we know perimeter is sum of all sides, that is A plus A plus A and plus A will give you 4A. Here A is a variable. So I have taken A, you can choose any. Similarly, for perimeter of rectangle, suppose the length L, breadth B. So you all know the perimeter is length plus breadth plus length plus breadth, that is 2L plus 2B, and it can be written as 2 multiplied by L plus B. The next is use of variables in arithmetic. So while you are understanding the commutative property, you know that commutative property, you can add or multiply any two numbers in any order, the result will remain same. So here also for understanding this commutative property, we do use variable, like you can see here, a plus b is equal to b plus a, it is for addition, and a into b is equal to b into a, it is for multiplication. So next is for distributive property also. I've taken one example that is 7 into 108 can be written as 7 into 100 plus 8 and 7 into 100, 7 into 8. Correct. So how do we use variable in this? So like this, a multiplied by b plus c and a into b and a into c. So like this we use variables in our regular geometry and in arithmetic also. So few more topics I'm going to explain so that your algebra concept is clear. So if you want to pause this video, or if you want to understand it, you can see this video again. And I try to make this very simple, very short. So if you like this video, please let me know. And if you have still any doubt in any of the question, please do let me know in the comment section. So now moving ahead, I'm going to explain how you can write expressions with using variables. So here you can see if it is given in the question 9 is added to x. So it is simple. They are clearly mentioning here that this 9 and x has to be added. So we can simply write x plus 9. Here x is a variable. And next is 5 is subtracted from p. So again, this is also very clear. From p, so you will write p first and you will subtract 5 from it. Then 10 is multiplied by y is 10y. Z is divided by 4. It is again very much clear. Then p is multiplied by minus 3 will give you minus 3p. Here p is a variable. And then a is multiplied by 7. Then 4 is added to the product. So the product is 7a. A is multiplied by 7 is 7a, and then you have to add 4 in this. as simple as this. Now using expression practically as in word problems. So yes, children, word problems is something you all are trying to escape, but it is impossible, I must say. So after watching this video, I hope your word problems fair will go somewhere else and you start loving algebra. So we have the first problem is how to write this. Rohan have 10 more pencils than Rahul. So we have Rohan and Rahul, and here in this case, the comparison. So it is always a confusion to which thing we have to take X. Rahul pencil we have to take X or Rohan's pencil we have to take X. So you only have to be focused that the comparison in given from Rahul. Here the comparison total, the comparison of Rohan's number of pencils has been given from Rahul's number of pencils. So always you prefer to take the value of X as a variable with that person where they have given the comparison with that. So here Rahul is, you let the number of pencils with Rahul as X. So number of pencils with Rohan will be 10 more than Rahul, that means 10 plus X or X plus 10. Similarly, Mehak is twice as old as Aman. Okay, so now the comparison of Mehak is given from Aman. So always you take Aman's age as X because the comparison of Mehak is given from Aman's age. So we are going to assume Aman's age as X years. So Mehak's age will be twice means 2 times. So here I have written twice means 2 times, thrice means 3 times. So twice as age of Aman. So Mehak's age will be 2 into X. Okay. So here we have another problem, that is Ria's father's age is 5 years more than Ria's age. Okay. So let the Ria's age be X. Again, Ria's father's age has been comparing from Ria's age. So we will take Ria's age as X years. So father's age will be, here they have given 2 times of Ria's age. So that is 2X, and 5 years more will give us plus 5. So there were some examples. So we are going to take few more examples in this. So another problem is Raghav's age after 10 years. So you have to find out Raghav's age. There is no comparison given here. But you have to see that they are asking that Raghav's age after 10 years. So in this type of case, we are going to assume the present age of Raghav is X. Okay. So if there is no comparison. So in this case, they are asking the Raghav's age after 10 years. So we will assume the present age. So we can assume the present age with X, and after 10 years, it will be X plus 10. Okay. So here the sum of 1/5 of X. 1/5 is always 1 upon 5. 1/5 is always 1 upon 5 of X. So I have written as X upon 5. And 1/4 of X. So 1/4 of X means X upon 4, and their sum. So I have added. Is always equal to. Is always equal to 5. So done. So the last example in this is speed of bus is 10 km per hour more than speed of truck. So here we can clearly see the comparison of speed of bus is given from speed of truck. So here we are going to take the speed of truck is X km per hour. So bus speed would be 10 km more. So X plus 10. Done. So now next I'm going to explain you. There are few methods to find out the value of the expression, value of the equation, not expression. It is how to find out the value of equation. Okay. So here first method is hit and trial methods. You have to try with different values in this. In equation 3n is equal to 15. Okay. Children, one more thing I want to explain here. What is the difference between equation and expression? So if we hide this, if we write only 3n, so this is an expression. If we write this with an equal sign, and we have something in the right hand side also, we have something in the left hand side also with equal to sign in between. So this becomes an equation. So if we write only 3n, it is an expression. And if we write with equal sign with something on the right hand side also, so it becomes an equation. So this much. So here in this equation, you have to find out the value of n. So here you have to try with different values of n until you are going to get right hand side as same as given in the equation 15. So here we have seen for n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the value of the right hand side as 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. And in the actual equation we were having 15, and here also for n is equal to 5 we got the value of right hand side as 15. So this is our answer. So hence n is equal to 5. It is the only possible solution. We cannot have any other solution other than n is equal to 5. Another method is to finding out the value of unknown variable in the equation is substitution method. So let's take an example for the equation 10p is equal to 80. Check whether p is equal to 8 is solution or not for the equation. So 10p is equal to 80. We have to check the value for p is equal to 8. So replace p with 8 will give you 10 into 8, 80, and on right hand side also we have 80. So both LHS and RHS is same. That means hence p is equal to 8 is the solution for the equation. Fine. So one more example is we have taken the equation as 2l plus 3 is equal to 7, and you have to find out the value for l is equal to 5. So replace the value l is equal to 5. You will get 2 into 5, 10 plus 3 is 13. And on the right hand side you are having 7. So 13 and 7 are not equal. So here left hand side is not equal to right hand side. So l is equal to 5 is not the solution. So this was the substitution method where you have to substitute the value. Okay. The last is transposition method. So here you have to transpose. It is find the value of x in the following equations. First equation I have taken is x plus 5 is equal to 8. So if you have to find out the value of unknown variable, that is here in this case it is x. So we can see this plus 5 is the extra term here. So if we minus 5, so both the plus 5 and minus 5 will cancel and we're going to get the value of x. So here we can see in the left hand side with variable 5 is extra. So our aim is to remove this 5 anyhow. So what we will do? Adding minus 5 to both the sides. So you can see x plus 5, and if you add minus 5, so plus 5 and minus 5 can cancel out by each other. And what you are going to have? Only x in the left hand side, and on the right hand side also 8 plus minus 5 will give you 3. So whatever you are going to do in the left hand side, the same thing you have to do on the right hand side. In both the sides you have to do the same, whether you are adding, you are multiplying, you are dividing, or you are subtracting. It should be same in both the sides. Then 4y is equal to 20. Then here we can see this 4 is the extra term which is in multiplication. So where it is multiplication, always you go for divide. Where it is addition, always you go for subtraction. Addition, subtraction, multiply, divide. So divide by 4 to both the sides. We divide by 4 and we got the value of y is equal to 5. So children, this was all about the algebra. I hope that your confusions got clear, and this is the perfect video for your last minute preparation just before the exam. Thank you. So friends, in this video I try to cover all the basic concepts of algebra. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Share it with your friends. And thank you so much once again. Bye.